boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about syllables. I'm going to introduce one type of syllable to you. I'm going to teach you how to identify that type of syllable and how knowing what kind of syllable it is can help you read words. So first of all, let's talk about what a syllable is. Can you guys say the word syllable?
Syllable.
Good job. So a syllable is a part of a word that can be pushed out in one breath. Say the word cat.
Cat.
Now do this for me. Put your hand on your chin and say cat again.
Cat.
Show me with your fingers. How many times did you open your mouth to say cat?
One.
One time. So the word cat has one syllable. Now let's try a different word. Okay? Put your hand back on your chin. The word is catnip. You say it.
Catnip.
How many times did your... Oh, you're right. Your mouth opened 2 times to say the word catnip. So that word has 2 syllables. All right. So today we're going to learn about one kind of syllable. And I've got kind of a fun way for you to remember it. So let me show you this poster. But everybody's going to know what this is. Look at that. Oh, you're right. That is from the candy Kit Kat. And the candy Kit Kat is going to help us remember rules about closed syllables. Let's put that up there like that. So let's try to say the word Kit Kat. See how many syllables there are. Let's put our hand on our chin. All right, say Kit Kat. Ready?
Kit Kat.
How many syllables? You're right. What was the first syllable in Kit Kat?
Kit.
Kit. Okay, let's build just the first syllable and see what we notice about it. All right, so here's the first syllable in Kit Kat. All right. Now here's what I notice. In this first part, kit, I have one vowel. Give me a thumbs up if you know what vowel is in this syllable kit. Do you know what vowel? It's the vowel I. So now I know that one rule for closed syllables is that each syllable will only have one vowel. So I'm going to write that on my poster to help me remember.
What?
Now, look at the end of the word kit. This T comes up and closes in the I. So in a closed syllable, the vowel will always be closed in by one or more consonants. So these are my rules to determine if I have a closed syllable. It only has one vowel, and then that vowel is closed in at the end by one or more consonants. Okay? Now, if I have a closed syllable and I see there's only one vowel and it's closed in by one or more consonants, then I know that the vowel is going to make its short sound. Again, what's the short sound of I? It. Okay, so let's tap and blend this word. Ready? It. Kit. All right, good job. Now let's look at the second part of Kit Kat, because you guys told me that it had 2 syllables. So the second syllable is cat, but it's spelled a little weird. Oh, we would think C, right? But this isn't cat like a kitty cat. This is the second part of our word kit. So we're going to spell it the way they have it. So look at this part. Is this part a closed syllable also? I want you to turn and talk with your partner. Tell them if you think this part's a closed syllable, and tell them why. All right, and come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back right here. All right, give me a thumbs up if you and your partner decided this was a closed syllable. Yes, okay. Amelia, why did you think it's a closed syllable?
Because like you did with the I, it closed down, so it has to do the same like you did to the I.
You're right. So just like the first part, kit had a consonant closing in the vowel, this part has the same thing. Show me with your fingers. How many vowels do you see in this syllable? Oh, what's our rule for closed syllables? How many vowels?
1.
1. So it only has one vowel, A, and the vowel is closed in. And so we know this is a closed syllable. So our vowel sound will be short. What is the short sound of A?
Ah.
Very good. Let's tap this part out. Ready?
Cat.
Cat. Very good. learned that closed syllables are syllables that only have one vowel, and that vowel is closed in at the end by one or more consonants. And if we see a word that's a closed syllable, then we can know that the vowel will probably make its short sound in that word. So we're going to sort two together, and I'm going to give each of you a card, and you're going to get to come up here and help us sort. So we've got closed syllable, not closed syllable. So here's our first word.
Fun.
It's the word fun. Now you probably already knew it, but what I'm asking you isn't even to read it right now, but to think about, is it a closed syllable or not? So give me a thumbs up if you think, actually let's do this. Turn and talk to your neighbor. Tell them if you think fun is a closed syllable or not, and tell them why. Use your poster. Use the rules on the poster. Poster's over here. This is where we need to be looking. Think about that. Okay, come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. J. Marie, what did you and your partner decide? Is this a closed syllable? Tell me why.
Because U is a vowel.
It has one vowel. The vowel is U. And what else do we have to have make a closed syllable?
Another letter vowel at the end.
A consonant closing it in. You're right. So we can put fun right over here under closed syllable. Let's do one more together. Okay, take one more turn and talk. Take one more turn and talk with your partner. Here's our new word, closed syllable or not. Tell them why. Tell them why. Tell your neighbor why. I'll give you a few seconds to talk to your neighbor about it.
It doesn't have a consonant in it at the end.
You're right. Okay, so we do have one vowel, but that vowel is not closed in by a consonant at the end. So this is not a closed syllable. So boys and I want you to look at the word and decide, is my word a closed syllable? So this is what you're going to ask yourself. Does it have only one vowel? Is that vowel closed in at the end by one or more consonants? If it is, then you have a closed syllable. If it has more than one vowel, not a closed syllable. If the vowel at the end is not closed in by a consonant, not a closed syllable. All right, now let everybody see your word. Jared, what vowel is in your word?
U.
I. So, Derek, how many vowels are in one? Is your vowel closed in at the end by a consonant?
Yes.
Is your word a closed syllable? Yes, it is. Good job. All right, put it right here. Now, go ahead and pick. There you go. Yeah, we'll make them fit. Okay, pick somebody else to go next.
I know.
3, 2,
Amelia.
Amelia. Okay, Amelia, show us your word. All right, so Amelia, what vowel is in your word?
I.
Okay, how many vowels are in your word?
One.
One. Is the vowel closed in at the end by a
Yes.
consonant? So is your word a closed syllable?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay.
4 gets 1.
Wow, we're finding all the closed syllables? Wow. Maybe we got some more. Amelia, call in another friend. Now, Nevaeh's having a hard time with hers, so maybe we could call on her and help her figure hers out. Okay, Nevaeh, come on up here. Now, show us your word. All right, now let's... Okay, so there's O. O is your vowel. How many O's are in your word? Oh, boys and girls, she has 2 vowels in her word.
That's across the rule.
Yeah, it's already broke the rule.
But it's the same one.
Oh, it doesn't matter if it's the same letter. Right, can only have one.
That passed the rule.
Well, even if it's 2, that breaks the rule.
Not close.
So it's not close. Thanks for helping her think about that. Okay, let's put it right here.
It's 2 gets 4.
So far, let's keep going and see what we get. Okay, Nevaeh, we got a few more people with cards. Let's see if we can figure those out. All right, so Sammy, Caleb, Adicia, and J. Marie still have their cards. So 3, 2, 1. Here you go. J. Marie, bring yours up. Okay, so J. Marie, first question. Tell me the vowels in your word.
A, I.
A and I. So how many vowels are in your word? Oh.
Pass the.
Can that word be a closed syllable?
No.
If it has 2 vowels? What's our first rule?
Only one.
Only one vowel. So if it has 2, can it be a closed syllable? No. So that is not a closed syllable. Stick that one over here. All right. Let's see who's going to go next, J. Marie.
It's almost time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, come on up. All right, now, what is the vowel in your word?
A.
A. How many vowels are in your word? 1. Is your vowel, so far so good, right? Is your vowel closed in at the end by 1 or more consonants? Yeah, it's actually closed in by 2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has to be closed in. So is your word closed syllable? It is. It's not past the roll? You don't think so?
It's that fast roll. If you have one vowel in the
They have
middle,
one vowel and it's close to a consonant.
Right. Is it okay if there's more than one consonant?
yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
This would be 5 to 3.
There could be 15. Yeah, just as long
This
as there's.
is 18.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Okay.
5
you got
to
2 friends
3.
left. Pick somebody. Samuel.
Oh.
Caleb or Adicia.
That's me.
Don't do that. Okay, Miss Adicia, come on up. All right, so Adicia, show us your word. Okay, what are the vowels in your word?
I-N-T.
I and E. Oh, so how many vowels are in your word, Adicia?
Past the roll.
Can't be a closed syllable if it has 2 vowels.
4 to 5.
All right, Caleb, come on up. You got the last one.
It is
Okay. Caleb, what are the vowels in your word?
O-N-A.
O and A. How many vowels are in your word?
2.
2. Can it be closed? No, can't be closed. All right, y'all. So now we're not going to worry about the words that are not closed syllable.
5 to 5.
It's tied. So before I let you try this on your own, we're going to go back to our closed syllable words. We're going to remember the most important thing about a closed syllable that helps you read a closed syllable. So a closed syllable, the vowel is usually short. So when we tap and blend these words and we get to the vowel, we're going to make the short sound. Ready? Tap and blend with me. Fun. Ugh. Shrub. Lamp. It. Trim. It. Good job.
Is it time for lunch?
Not yet.
The 16 hours.
Oh, I thought that was time for recess.
What? I got $2.
Derek, what'd you tell me about this one? How do we know it's not closed?
Because there's no consonant at the end of it.
Good job.
It should
Going. That these are closed syllables. So what vowel sound are all the vowels going to make in a closed syllable?
Short.
They're short sound. Okay, can you read these words to me?
Skip, help, got, clap, melt, trim.
X.